Hey guys, Grader back with another episode of Natural Selection. We're going to be looking at some Alien Commander stuff today. My opinion, much more difficult to play. But with that said, let's just jump straight into it. Alright guys, so here we are at the Alien base. This is our kind of Alien Command Center, the Crag Hive. So this is kind of where the magic happens, more or less. So we're gonna jump straight into that. So of course, just like the Marines, if you watch that, you do get a top-down view of everything, so you kind of see what's going on. That's also where your aliens spawn. Right now, this is like just again sandbox mode, so we're just kind of taking a look at stuff. So I'd say the first most important thing when you're alien commanding is you want to put sys down, because without sys you literally cannot do anything else. Sys are pretty simple. You just want to place them as long as they're within the appropriate radius. Like circles have to be touching. Generally they won't let you place them any farther. They have to be within range of another circle for you to, like, you can't just place it off in nowhere. I don't think there's anywhere specifically, because I'm pretty sure there's a sys everywhere, or they'll automatically just place 2 sys down to get to wherever you need to go, which is really nice feature. But you need to have sys. The next thing, of course, is harvesters, because that's what actually gets you resources, which is obviously very important. Without that, you can't do anything. The drifters are kind of handy. They're kind of like your own little controlled units if you're a commander. They can kind of help heal other people, support stuff, or can speed up construction on certain things. So for example, like harvesters, they take time to grow. If you have a drifter, it'll help it grow. Hive, of course, is this guy. You can place multiple ones of these throughout the map, which does buff. Like it says there, multiple hives required for some evolutions, because the hive can only get to a certain biomass level. And we'll get into that in more detail. Next page here, we just got kind of some structures and some other things to get buffs. So first things first, you're going to either need to place a crag, a shade, a shift, just because these are your first kind of structures to build anything. So the crag heals and protects. The shade you can place down and it actually cloaks everything within the vicinity. So if a marine comes looking for you, you won't show up. Also, there's the shift. So that just helps, kind of like a micromanager. It'll like heal aliens that kind of control where they spawn and stuff like that a little bit, which is kind of nice. After you place one of these or all 3 around one crag, because they all support, then you want to place either the shell, the veil, or the spur. So these are what get you kind of traits. So we're gonna open this tech thing here. You can kind of look at it. It looks pretty insane, I know. So once you have one of the basic, either one of the things, like I say, the shift, the shade, or the crag down, which is one of these 3 abilities here, then you will get like the crag hive, shade hive, or shift hive. Once you do that, then you either want to place the spur, the veil, or the shell. Generally you just want to focus on one of these right away. Not all of them, just because you're not gonna have enough resources in the beginning of the game. I personally really like the crag hive tree, just because it gives you crush, which does a little bit more damage to structures, which is good in the beginning of the game. Also, more armor and health regeneration. Keep in mind you only get to use one of these abilities at a time, unless you place multiple shells. Best thing to do, obviously, is have not everything around one like base, because obviously then if the base gets destroyed, like you're hooped. You have nothing to go back on. And there's biomass. So like I said before, biomass level, you need multiple hives to get a higher level, and this is what actually unlocks you abilities for your guys. We'll take a look at that. So you can just click the crag hive itself. Then you can either like hatch eggs or make eggs around you, so you're always more aliens are ready to go, or you can get like more biomass. So that will cost you 15 resource, of course. That's quite a bit, but you can research that. Your biomass level goes up, and then you can research more traits. But you will usually need more than one crag hive, because the hive can only research so many biomasses. You can level up your guys and get new abilities from just the lifeform evolution tree, so you can choose any one of these you like. Each one has different abilities. Generally, like leap's really good, especially because then if the enemy has jetpacks, you can get at them, or even like this one's crazy because it allows skulks to self-destruct and it damages nearby things. So usually if you like do a really fast running skulk and you have this, you can literally just send waves of them in and explode. It's pretty fun. Of course there's Gorge, Lurk, Shade's really good. And of course, our big friend Dionos. So just to recap on there, base thing, want to put cysts down everywhere that you're gonna want to like fortify or be. You can't do anything without them really. You can't place harvesters, which gets you resources, which is very critical. Then you kind of want to focus on starting to do some upgrading. So you want at least the crag, the shade, or the shift down, and then kind of pick whatever tree you want that you think is good. Then start researching into that, and always make sure, of course, you're researching some biomass too, so you can actually get some abilities for your guys. Without them, like I say, it can be a slow going, or you're gonna get stomped, because the Marines are a lot better at distance, so you generally want something that you're gonna be able to close the gap with. As long as you have some good skulk players in the beginning too, and they hide a lot, shouldn't have too much issues. And then, of course, later game, just focus on getting another hive. You don't want just one, you usually want a couple. So like, for example, there's one down here that we built up, and that just gives you the ability to start upgrading it into a different tree. And then, yeah, I mean, that's basically all you need to know to, beginning commanding. Practice makes perfect. Of course, you're welcome to jump in the sandbox yourself and play around. It's always good. Or even a training match versus bots. If you guys like this, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Maybe I'll put some actual gameplay of me getting destroyed, because I'm really not good at commanding all that well. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.